All right, guys, this is Crazy Kev here. I'm here with my man Lewis Christophersen. Lewis, how we doing, man?
Yeah, good man.
So, Lewis, talk to us a bit more about your fighting career. What's maybe next for you here for your next fight?
Honestly, what's next for me is just a bit of skill development. I feel like I've been pretty active with my fights recently, so I just want to take some time better. And I hope to get back in the cage in February, and then maybe one more fight, and then I think pro.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's a good timeline for sure. And now another thing I was wondering. Obviously, you were fighting a tough opponent in your last fight, and you gained a lot of experience. What experience
Yeah,
do you think that you might have gained, and how do you think you're going to use it to kind of grow from there?
yeah, for sure, man. Like I'm always looking for a challenge. I'm not scared to fight these guys because obviously, like a very talented fighter from Bangtao, lives the sport, trains the sport. Same as me, man. Like this is my life as well. We both went in there and fought, and he was a better man that night, and that's fine. Like I do, I hope we fight again sometime. Maybe for like the eternal belt or something. But yeah, I gained a lot of experience from that fight. Win, lose, draw. Always knew I was going to get something out of it, and taking up a challenge is definitely not beyond me.
Yeah, yeah, no, I definitely would agree, and like I said, that there was definitely some tough competition for sure. And now, when it comes to your training, who's maybe some of the best
Yeah.
training partners that are helping you out right now?
So obviously you got Steve Ersteg, you got there's a lot of amateur boys. We've got a really good amateur team at the moment. We've got a couple pros. Also Ryan Dennis, he's a good pro. That's just coupled into our team at the moment. Yeah, he's a good grappler, and we just got a really solid foundation of amateur fighters at our gym that we all help each other work and stuff. So we got a couple good pros, and then obviously yeah, Steve's in the UFC, but yeah, I feel like our amateur team is like really strong at the moment,
Yeah, yeah,
high
no,
level.
yeah, no, I would definitely agree for sure, man. And you obviously mentioned Steve Urseg as well, and you've been in his corner and everything. What was that kind of like to experience, being in his corner?
Yeah, for sure. Like, see, that's where I want to be one day in the UFC. I don't think it's too far away. Give me a couple years as a pro. Let me show off my skills. I don't even believe I've showed off, 50% of my skills that I got inside the cage, let alone in 6 fights. But yeah, cornering Steve obviously gives me a lot of motivation because it's kind of behind the scenes of where I want to be soon. So yeah, no, it's a very cool experience.
Yeah, no, I definitely would agree, and it's definitely awesome to see you cornering him as well on TV and whatnot. And now another thing I
Yeah.
was like, well, you're obviously very well-rounded and whatnot. How do you kind of
Yeah.
mix in like your striking and grappling in terms of training?
Yeah, so in terms of training, grappling and wrestling, we obviously have like specific classes for either, but it's good to try and mix them up as well. I do striking in the mornings and then in some afternoons as well, like we got sparring and stuff like that. But we also do like wrestling for MMA and jiu-jitsu for MMA in separate classes in the afternoon, and then I try to tie it all together in my sparring, and then some other classes just make it all nice and smooth, get it
Yeah,
flowing.
yeah, no, I definitely think that's important for sure, and it's definitely been shown in the cage and whatnot. And now another
Mm.
thing I was curious as well. Like you mentioned, you've been staying active and whatnot. But what fight is
Yeah.
maybe your favorite one, or maybe your favorite performance that you might have had?
Probably my favorite performance was not the fight I just had, the one before that. Well, even now, I feel really calm in there. Like even in my last fight, I felt really calm. Like, seeing shots and stuff. Even though I may not got the win, still felt really good. But in terms of my best performing fight, I feel was the fight before that. I didn't feel like he had any answers for me. I was all over him, and then saw an opportunity and took it. So I'd say that's probably my best performance so far.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's a good performance, like you mentioned. And now you said you're really calm and whatnot in the cage. How do you kind of stay calm in the cage with your performances so far?
Yeah, like obviously you're fighting someone, so it's hard to stay fully relaxed and everything. But I think it's just a matter of experience. Or well, even since my first fight, I've felt like relatively chill. But yeah, okay. So what I was kind of saying is obviously yeah, I try to stay as calm as possible. Like obviously it's a fight. You're gonna be pretty reckless, but I just try and be nice and fluid, like I am in training. You know, just be nice and relaxed. That's when I fight best.
Yeah, yeah, no, I definitely think staying relaxed is important for sure. And now you mentioned you want to kind of go pro and everything like that. But I mean, what are maybe some of your other goals that you might have with MMA at the moment?
Yeah, for sure. Like definitely some of my other goals is just well, I received my purple belt not too long ago. That was a cool goal. I've been doing BOJ for so long now, like even as a kid. So that was cool to get that. But honestly, I'm just trying to develop my skills as best as I possibly can. I don't think it's like a set like, oh, when I can do this or this kick or whatever or this technique, then that's like a kind of goal for me. It's just being the best fighter I possibly can at all times. So yeah, like obviously how long that takes, I feel comfortable in things. But yeah, my goal at the moment is just to be the absolute best possible fighter I can be in different situations and realms in terms of diet, flexibility, mobility, recovery. The actual training itself. I just want to be the best fighter I can. So that's my biggest goal at the moment.
Yeah, no, I definitely think those are important goals for sure. And the last time we spoke, you were super early in your career. I think only like 1 or 2-0. I mean, how do you think
Yep.
you've maybe grown since that last time we spoke in your career?
Yeah, for sure. So there's definitely been a lot of growth since then. It's only been maybe a year and a half, but I feel like I've developed a lot mentally and physically as a fighter. Back then, had a couple fights, a couple good wins. Now I've faced some really good, like hard challenges. I've had number one pro ranked, not pro, sorry, amateur ranked, bantamweight. He's gone pro now, and then I fought Sun Sao. He's gone pro. So I'm fighting these guys who have gone pro, and that's what I am soon. So I think just those bigger challenges have developed me, in my actual fighting game mentally. Is that that's how I've developed.
Yeah. Now, I don't know, how do you think fighting guys that are turning pro has kind of helped your confidence? Just kind of for your career and even wanting to go pro in the future.
Yeah, for sure. They've definitely improved my confidence a lot. Just knowing that I can hang and I know I lost to a couple of them, but I truly believe that I can beat them. So yeah, like seeing them, fight pro and get some wins in the pros is good. Obviously, like gives me a lot of confidence knowing that. Well, I feel like I can beat them, but definitely hang with them, which is very cool. And like, yeah, I mean, I'm not scared of a challenge. When I turn pro, I'm gonna try and get those wins back. But yeah, it definitely gives me a lot of confidence.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm definitely glad to hear that you have a lot of confidence, and we're looking forward to seeing you back in action for sure, man. In February.
Yeah,
And now another thing I
yeah.
was curious as well. Obviously, you're a beast and whatnot in the cage, but I mean, what do you kind of like to do outside the cage right now?
Yeah, so obviously, like, I like to keep busy. It's just coming to summer season in Australia at the moment, or like about to be. So obviously, I like going to the beach. Get some salt, some swim. That's always good recovery. I'm trying to get my dirt bike fixed at the moment, so hopefully get that fixed soon. Rip around on that. Yeah, I just like doing cool shit. Like dirt bikes, swim. Yeah, I don't know, cars. I'm starting to stay out for a four-wheel drive at the moment. Go camping. Yeah, I like the outdoors.
Nice. Now you mentioned you have a dirt bike as well, man. I mean, what kind of bike do you have?
Yeah. I got a YZ 250F. It's currently broken, but I have the parts for it, and I'm trying to get it fixed. So I'm keen to let the throttle loose on that, and yeah, no, stay on that.
Nice, man. That definitely sounds sick, and definitely enjoy
Yeah.
that for sure, man. And now another thing I was curious about as well, too, man. I mean, when it comes to the gym, I mean, what are maybe some of your favorite things that you like to do in there when it comes to training?
Yeah. So obviously, like, um, I love all my training really, but what stands out to me most is the sparring, just throwing down. I like those tough rounds where you're going back and forth, and yeah, those kind of like ones you have to push through a little bit more, and those crazy scrambles. So I'd say hard sparring probably my favorite. Even when coach says go light, some of us may pick it up a notch, but yeah, I like just sparring hard. It gives me a bit of that I don't know what you call it, but our ancestors back in the day, just scrapping it out, gives me a bit of that type of vibe. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's definitely cool, man, for sure. And now another thing I was curious about as well too. I mean, when it comes to the gym and everything like that, I mean, what are maybe some of your favorite memories that you might have had in the gym training?
Yeah, so some of my favorite memories in the gym, honestly, would just be obviously in training. You pull some cool stuff off. That's always fun. But just the chats after training, everyone's tired and sweaty, and you know, um, everyone's sitting down, stretching or whatever, just talking shit. I think some of those are the best memories. Just everyone's tired and talking shit for a little bit after class and making jokes and stuff. I think that's probably like the banter side of it is probably the funnest, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I definitely would agree. I definitely think that's important to have in the gym for sure.
Yeah.
And now earlier you mentioned you got your new belt in jujitsu as well. I mean, talk to us a bit more about what you kind of had to do to earn your new belt.
In terms of jiu-jitsu and things, and what in terms of how I got my belt and things, honestly, I don't do much gi training. So in the gi, I just do no gi, and sometimes I don't really go to the gradings. I kind of like, if they think if they think they should grade me, they give me a belt. But I've been doing jiu-jitsu since I was 10 or so when they just started the program in my gym. They didn't even have a jiu-jitsu program, and then they started one, and then I started that as soon as they kind of started. So yeah, I've been competing in the gi and no gi as a kid and stuff. I've been doing it for so long now. So it's really cool to rise through the actual adult ranks and hang with some of the better dudes in the gym is really cool, and I find it really fascinating. All the kind of jiu-jitsu techie stuff.
Yeah, yeah, no, I definitely think that's pretty awesome for sure. And now, with you being an amateur fighter, I mean, what advice would you maybe give to someone that's looking to be an amateur fighter and get ready for their first fight?
Yeah, for sure. Any advice I'd have for someone going to their first fight would be, just do it. Don't wait for the perfect time. As long as you're ready, skills wise, and you've had like a little bit of experience in the gym, just go for it. As long as you're evenly matched with another guy, you're not getting set up for some beating, then I'd say just go for it. Obviously, like nerves and stuff are part of it all, and yeah, if you get more experience, you're gonna be more familiar with the process. But yeah, just go, have fun, scrap out, yeah, have a good time.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to training and everything, like you mentioned, you say you need to have a little bit of experience. But I mean, when do you think you kind of know, like, all right, I'm ready to kind of get in there and fight?
Yeah, for sure. No, I think that's definitely the decision you have to make with yourself and obviously like your close coaches. Like, I don't think it should be brought up on anyone like, hey, you step in here or you fight this. I think you should kind of decide it with yourself, um, whether you're willing to fight, because it is a pretty big deal. You're going in a cage and you guys, fight till someone, maybe goes to a decision or trying to knock the other person out. So it's not like a easy thing to do necessarily. So I'd say you just have to be, 100% sure that you want to fight, and anything less than that, you shouldn't fight.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's some pretty good advice for sure. And now, when it comes to your first fight and maybe now like your sixth fight, I mean, what was maybe some of the biggest things that like you might have like realized like, all right, like I guess when you were going into a fight, like you didn't expect that, but now like your second or third fight, you kind of knew like, all right, I should prepare for
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah. So obviously, like all the different fighting styles and things, you're trying to like in the gym, you're trying to become the best you can. So just making sure I'm good everywhere. So nothing's unfamiliar when I'm in the cage, and then all the the cutting weight process, the fly week process, all of that, I try to stay as similar as possible. So it's kind of like a routine for me, like I start the water load on Sunday, then, salt, and then I do the weight cut, and then I hydrate, and then I'm back, and then I fight. Like I try to keep that process the same and familiar. So, I have some like reps on that, and then, it just gives me a bit of like similarity. Um, but yeah, like, just try to prepare for everything I can, I guess, every possibility.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to your weight cut, like you mentioned, I mean, how hard is the weight cut for you?
Yeah, it's not great. It's not like obviously some people have it way worse. I think I cut about 7, 8 kilos or so,
Okay.
maybe 6, 7, 8 kilos. So it's not too bad, but like I stay pretty lean. I walk around at maybe like 68 or so, but yeah, like I'm pretty lean already. So to get quite a lot leaner than that is a bit of a struggle, but it's not the end of the world. It has to be done. So it's part of the game. Unfortunately, I don't want to be at a massive size disadvantage fighting at featherweight. So yeah, I got to cut the weight down to bantamweight, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Yeah, no, I definitely hear you, and that's definitely good to hear. It's not too bad. And Lewis, man, it's been awesome talking to you. Like I said, I always appreciate talking to you and having you on the show. But I mean, what's maybe
Yeah,
your final message out there to the fans watching this video?
yeah. Any watching the video, keep my mate. Remember my name. I'll be in the pro ranks soon, so causing chaos. So yeah, you'll hear more of me soon.
Yeah, man, we're definitely going to hear more of you soon. And like I said, man, thank you so much for taking the time. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you jump onto the pro scene soon, my man.
Of course, thank you very much.